want this joke, them remind me of the 16 body we joke me before. Yeah, but I pick them. From the millions of body when we get offered every day, I whittle it down to 16 and I take them 16 by choice. You not get to come and tell me, say, oh, but you take 16 body. Therefore, if me I come in on one little joke here, what's your hesitancy? My hesitancy, bitch, is the fact that this is...
Why per YouTube? Alright, so the backlash continues. Miss Kitty Bina get it. Now Andrew and Tufton time. So Tanya Stephen, I guess she got up on her live and she addressed the situation that been going on, where I guess right now I think what people is feeling is like they might feel like the people they might choose not to take the joke is like being alienated in a type of way, like people are looked down upon them people. You see me I say? So we're gonna get into what she have to say. If you're new to the channel, make sure you like, share, subscribe, turn on your post notification, and we're gonna get into it.
I'm gonna tell us to slice up your onion then put in a bowl and pour some hot water on it and eat the onion and drink the water.
So much remedies.
There's never gonna come a time when we allow people will wind up like clockwork and Lego to make me dash way. When we grew up with a country, we grew up country, you know, and every time we sick, there's a bush for match. And when people use bush and use the things at them disposal already in them kitchen are cheap or free in them yard as well, and it works. There's nothing you can show me in a book, in text. There's nothing you studied in school that can render what I already know. Obsolete. You can't negate my lived experience. You cannot. So it really doesn't matter if you're a doctor. And no, let me tell you one piece of the hypocrisy where I'm going right now. You see people say, all of a sudden, these artists are doctor, but the artists them whatever use to promote their shit and a doctor them.
They think they're smart.
Is it because they don't think things all the way through? They're not so bright, you know, they're not so smart. They think they're smart or us. And let me tell you this now about education. Education and intelligence are two different things. You can develop your intelligence resulting from your educational exposure. Your formal education can help to hone your thinking skills. But they not. Them two things are synonymous. Them two things are interchangeable. Intellect, intelligence, and knowledge are not the same. Knowledge is the ability to accumulate information. No fight can be useless. Remember, is all you need if you have an education. You just need a good memory. And some of our brain are used for nothing else, but you just use as hard drive storage. You know, you
just a storage device. No, what to do with it.
Somebody have a degree, 2 degrees, 3 degrees. Have no bearing on their intelligence at all. Majority of people when we see a talk about very loud now, they're educated. Loud as fuck. Loud and abrasive. I think close to me loud. I'm going to realize I'm quiet now. Why hurt? So you have some people now where they genuinely think say, we sit down in one square box in front of one man that talk or one woman that talk and take notes and memorize and regurgitate what somebody else wrote to make them smart. It does not. You make them a memory bank. It means that they can remember things.
She just drop a bump on Miss Kitty.
Some of them can't even apply the memory. Some of them just go to school and get the education for decoration, for validation, for
Facts.
wave it.
Facts.
Like them banner. For feel like they fit. And for fit. Because they fit among other people like themselves. But when them talk, them look for me and tell me, no letters back on my name. I don't need the letters back on my name. I accomplish myself from my own too. I don't need the people who validate people to validate me. I already have the ability to discern, I have the ability to think critically, and that's all I need. If I need to look at a job now, I need the papers. I'm not looking at a job. And I don't know why I apply, I look at a job. And they have to go idle. Right? But education, formal education is the result of repetition, of being exposed to information, and by repetition or commitment to memory.
Mm-hmm.
Commitment to memory anyway. Keeping it. Now, never think why I go from when I go to school. I never study. Never study. I never study because the moment I understand it, if I know it, I don't need to remember it. Because anytime it come back in front of me, I apply the same principle when I did apply from when I didn't just not learn it. So yeah, there's somewhere in my memory, but more so like subconscious. I don't really need to commit to short term. I don't need to go sit on the whole night as what to go do a test tomorrow, because from the first time when the teacher did tell me, you get it. That's why I'm not allow a teacher to go pass what we did. I'm not allow a teacher to go pass what we did without me actually understanding it. Once we get it, we do. I don't make memory people talk to me now. Memory people can't talk to me now. Memory people, and it's not that they go fight them and tell them to stop talking. No, me like me just now, I brush them off, but I brush them off. External validation people can't talk to me now. Them not have no value in my landscape. Not even as props in my landscape at all.
Oh shit.
You only see them when you bring me in their space. You see them when you send me things. So when I see somebody rant and go on and go hard, the most thing I want to do is recommend them to a good therapist. When you see them rant and go hard with what is essentially foolishness. We all rant and go hard from time to time. But some of the time, when you see people rant and go hard with nothing back of that. Because here what go on now, may I tell you this. Since this whole foolishness start, and I call it foolishness unapologetically, since this foolishness start, because it wouldn't have been foolishness if they never did so opaque. You see, if they decide to be transparent and honest, it wouldn't be foolishness, and majority of know that run protect the joke. But the moment them start one,
Uno.
the moment
Operative word.
The moment them start one stealthy, when them start one
Sneaky.
underhanded,
Hidey.
less than transparent, that is when majority want to start questioning. So much people don't have to say it before. When you run in with the thing and start thumping it, you ask a question and get a thump. Instead of you get an answer. That is what's causing the hesitancy. That's what causes it. Not because people take a body and don't know what they put it. I hear the thing though. Me I look in amusement, because a lot of the people that I stood beside on body autonomy issues in other cases, such as you, are now singing a different tune. Because when it comes to it, they understood body autonomy. One in this journey. When it comes to it, they understand body autonomy. But when it comes to this current issue, body autonomy seems to have taken not a back seat, but a space outside of the conversation. It no longer exists. So when I say, I don't want this joke, them remind me of the 16 body we joked me before. Yeah, but I may pick them. From the millions of body we get offered every day, we whittle it down to 16 and we take them 16 by choice. You will not get to come and tell me, say, oh, but you take 16 body. Therefore, if me I come in on one little joke here, what's your hesitancy? My hesitancy, bitch, is the fact that this is still my body. Regardless of your experience, it's still my body. And you don't get to have any form of authority over it. I don't care about your logic. I do not care about your logic. Because your logic is based on your myopic view. Now you're going to tell me that you need me to protect myself so that you can be protected from me. How the blood clot any of that makes sense to you? You know what's all the duns? All are duns. Because if what I'm going to take is only protecting me from death or severe illness, then that's my choice. So who me wanted? Well, I never care before people are dead hungry. So you're alright.
Crime.
But you're not alright with the mother for this. You can still catch it and you can still share it. But make it make blood clot sense. Make it make
Please!
The start talk so loud and boisterous and abrasive, make it make sense first. Before you do the argument, before you do the war, do the conversation, do the silent conversation. And while you're talking, listen to yourself. Make it make sense to you too. Make it make sense. Because you run out wrong and strong. And I don't like say, you don't know if when they run out wrong, obviously it not work, or else they would still run out so wrong and strong because they would have run out the first time, make them talk, and then they would need to talk again. Me on the other hand over here, so me not tell nobody not take nothing. All I'm saying is do mandate. Me I see them take time as I come closer and closer in we rights. These are our
That's
human
the
rights.
problem. That's the only
Our
problem.
civil rights. With body autonomy rights. Them are eroded. We rights, listen. Every time something come up, you know, when you look on the short view, think of this as driving. When you look on the road and you're in a traffic, you can't just watch your car in front of you. You can't just look at the car in front of you alone. You have to look at the car them gone all the way as far as your eye can see. If somebody brake abruptly, way down the road, half mile if you can see it, you need to respond to that from now. You know, wait until the chain reaction reach all the way down to you. If you see something up there, so a come look like it have a cause accident, you take yourself from now. You don't wait until it reach down to you. This is how you drive. And this applies to everything in life. This is just common sense. Maybe a common sense. You know, you go college and get a degree for this one. You just need to sit down and engage that little muscle. The muscle. Somehow, let me tell you, me and Jim are no friend. Me and Jim are no friend. I go to the gym, I don't really do the most. I don't lie, I'm lazy the way. But you see one muscle, and a big work out them biceps and triceps and build abs and
Quads.
them legs, them pecs stand up. You work on the muscle and work the muscle until the muscle is stiff like stiffer than most on the body. The muscle stand up at all times. The muscle get all of my attention. So the one muscle when me not fuck with. People will sit down and make the muscle go flabby like them, but it cannot dictate to me. Cannot dictate to me. I don't try to go around nature. I don't go around nature. I don't make shortcut people tell me nothing. Shortcut people cannot have a conversation with I. Because of critical thinking, me think. So if you can't think critically, you can't have a conversation. That it's just that simple. And when we enter in the public space and we start laying down instructions for other people to live by, I tried the hashtag natural immunity and that shit is gone. Natural immunity. Listen, I mean, I don't want conspiracy theories, you know. And there are many things circulating out there where there's me laugh. Me laugh. Some might me laugh because honestly, there are people I would have aligned myself with if they didn't talk so much foolishness. Them talk one piece of smart thing and then them come in with a bag of shit. The people that come with the religion, putting it and the mark of the beast and Jesus and God and you're not going to engage me and me you can't go stand up side by side and match for nothing at all. The people who put all of the unrealistic demands and anything and we're talking about the slippers and they move and gone over to the table and the railing and me and them can focus and think logically, think critically. But there are things which give me pause. There are things which give me pause. The fact that me have somebody where me actually vote for. Me vote for him twice. I vote for him when he lose, and I vote for him when he win back. And after that, if I vote for him again, me personally chop off the finger myself.
Tough!
I have somebody wait. Supposed to be public servant. We're supposed to represent the will of the people. Supposed to try to represent the people. And every time people ask a question, they get a pussy. Now answer no blood clot question at all. None. First of all, one set of actor can dominate the conversation. This is not a conversation. This is a fucking soliloquy. This is a monologue. But that's never been science. From my exposure to science from a little bit, it's never been science. Science has never been one voice. It's always been a debate, a conversation. It's never been one voice. Every theory represented get dissected. After be proven or disproven. Every theory and science presents things and then science itself go on it to make sure it stand up. These are the first in my life and the first in my knowledge of human existence where science become a dictatorship. And it's not people who are true to science who do this. And people who are true to commerce who do this. And the conversation of science based.
Mm-hmm.
Take your kids off of my life. Swell down. You have to come off of the life. Because me, I got my life, when I no bad words, please, my kids listening. Take them off of the life. Come off of it. Please, don't do that to me. This is my life. This is not your kids' life. Don't do that. And this is not a child-friendly space. These are me. We talk about too bad. Now come here so we do pick it. If we're talking about an illness, right? That's how we're talking about an illness. And the conversation moved from healthy to jack. Why we move from healthy? Isn't what you propose? Isn't what you propose supposed to be taking us toward healthy? So why we move the goalpost from healthy? Why we stopping at the middle? Why we stopping at the middle on one road? Well, if you think, man, think, and this is my problem. Say, some people come out and talk, and they tell me, say, me no one doctor. But Prime Minister no doctor neither. He's not a doctor neither. And one doctor cannot negate the experience or observation of so many other doctors. No, you're going to tell me that. But a lot of doctors have said it's yes, and a lot of doctors have also said why.
And a lot of doctors
So
dead.
why are we
Before we forget that.
hang on to X in exclusion of why? Why is this not a conversation? Why is it that every time there's a speech, it's all from the perspective of X? Why is Y not included in the dialogue? How we not see them? You know what I like to see? One real conversation, and not with my brethren Michael Abrams, not Michael. One conversation where it take place publicly, visibly. You know, like Tufton go live all the while on a big talk, you're not going to ever hear it. Bring on. Some of the doctors will have real experience treating patients and getting them better. Why we not hear it? Even if you get juke.
Because they can't.
You still are susceptible to it. You still can catch it and you still can share it. Now listen to my argument why we insist, say, no mandating. No mandating because if you take the joke, you can still catch it. And you can still share it. Now it may lessen the impact on you. So then say, but everybody will know we catch it. A one smart will know we catch it today. Everybody else will know we catch it later. Right? And the one person we know we catch it today, we have so many other things that catching that and not grabbing the other things and treating them aggressively will result in a death. Right? We ignore everything that doesn't agree with the narrative being sold. That alone should have given you pause. That alone should have scared the fuck out of you. So some people say, hey, me take it and this happened to me and they run them. That alone, even if I let them tell you know what would have made better sense and want to relax people, let them in on the conversation. Let them in. We could discuss this. People say them have. People say them suffer side effects. People say them suffer side effects. We actually listed by the manufacturers as possible side effects. And then dismiss them and say completely safe. Now if the manufacturer say not completely safe, how you arrive at saying people make some claims?
Not FDA approved.
Possibly make because you can't tell me completely safe and you know have the benefit of knowing what it's going to do to me in 2 years. Only 2 years.
And them until they say we're not responsible.
The only thing we can tell us that are safe in 2 years is 2 years. We have not had 2 years. People are telling me, say, I'm going to take it and I'm fine. Who gives a fuck? I don't give a fuck.
Everybody are not the same. Everybody's system don't work the same.
And you're fine. and somebody else said then take it and don't find, and you still come here and rub your fine this down them throat, make you a pussy, it don't make you nothing else, it don't make you smart. It just make you an asshole and make you apathetic. Because you been up, you know that the same conversation we have from last year. When them sit on your yard, I'm saying you can't just say that. This blanket statement thing does not work for everybody else. It does not work for everybody else. So you have food, you have creature comforts, you can go in and sit and still eat. But the man next to you can't because he doesn't have food and he don't have no creature comforts, and psychologically this is going to kill him. The thing that you're trying to save him from is not going to kill him. It's your measures that's going to kill him. Make better measures. That's what I say. Make better measures. Make better measures. Make better measures. Come up with better measures. Don't come on my Instagram and ask me, okay, so what you said? Okay, so what you said? Blood clot, you see me run for that position, they never apply for that job, eh? You will tell me, say, the man will apply for the job, I do it in a way where I think it's not in the best interest of the collective, and I say that, and when they say that, you say, me if you come up with something, and me I get the paycheck, and me have the job. Him if you come up with something better, that than job.
Like you can't question them.
Literally. Apply for, and them war feet. Them war feet. So now do the job. Me no want the job. And then I don't act like it personal and like me about my own feeling blood. Me don't feel blood the other person that in at the spot before and at the same approach me take to them. Me don't have no preference. Me don't have no dog in that fight here. Me don't have no horse in the race here.
You know what the problem too? Some of them people I feel like say everybody motivated by politics. And everybody I criticize or question things based on who me a PMP. No. As the woman said, she voted for him twice. So obviously she did see him fit before. So if she a question what he must say, she have a reason. Matter of fact, Tanya Stephen for Prime Minister. Tanya Stephen for Prime Minister. Because to be honest with you, everything what she said just a while ago was so spot on. Right? I'm like how she just beat them eloquently. You understand? Not really not excessive bad words, but she critical thinking, you can see say she actually knows what she's talking about. You see me, I say she not just talk shit. And she actually have points. You see me, I say I feel like say she just tired of this conversation at this point, and at this point me too. You dig what I say? The basis of what she's saying is that everybody attack this one way and it not working. You shove something down people's throat and it look like you want to go towards mandatory, and yet still the something you want to make mandatory, it not 100% proof. Like it's not like, yo, if you take this you're good. 100%, you can't get it again, Ray. You still have a chance of getting it. So what is the point of mandating it? What is the point? But yet still on shun natural remedies and natural means of getting rid of this, which doctors always been doing. For some reason I don't know. But yet still on take the same thing and then put it in a drugs. But we don't know the people them for use them own remedies and go about it them own way. And it actually a work for them. It's an agenda. People need to think for themselves. We need to think for themselves. Natural remedies is not going to make you $1 billion. That's why it's not being promoted. Please think for yourself. Think critically. If you're new to the channel, make sure you say like, share, subscribe, turn on your post notification. I'm out.